Howdy do friends, I'm JMAXWell. Welcome back to my channel. This is not JMAX Reacts. This is more like a JMAX Chats. I don't know what we're going to call this, but it's more of a review. I got to talk to y'all about this show that I just watched. It's called Ceasar's Playhouse. It's on Amazon Prime. I'll make sure I link it down for y'all to watch below. And I was like, let me just do a quick mini review of it because it's something that I think more people need to see, especially if you grew up in the era of celebrity on VH1. If you grew up in that era, you would actually enjoy this show because it's not like the shows you see on other streaming platforms now where they attempt to do the dating thing and it's just a whole lot of fighting and fuckery. So, Ceasar's Playhouse, it is centered around Ceasar Christian, who is an Atlanta-based rapper who's worked with Lil Mama as well as a few other people. I'm not super familiar with him as an artist. I didn't know who he was before I watched this, but like it gives you that premise in the beginning. And it starts out with him doing a photo shoot with his friend and photographer, Kara Tova, who is also a very interesting character in her own right. And she's, you know, kind of stops and she talks to him about, you know, how dating is for him in Atlanta and, you know, he needs to stop, you know, living the bachelor life. And he's like, yo, I don't know about that. It might be, you know, it might not be meant for me to be with nobody. I just, you know, slide through the bachelor life.
Because, you know, I want what's the best for you, man. You're like my little brother.
What if I'm supposed to stay single, though?
You're not supposed to stay single. You're Ceasar Christian. You gotta have a hot girl on your arm.
Okay.
That's hard.
You know,
so she convinces him, and then, like, on the spot, she tells him, you know, I got, you know, 8 girls. I'm about to bring them here, like, right now.
I met some girls. I invited them over. I want you to meet some of them. They're a wide range of girls, all types of girls.
You invited them where?
I invited them here. They're here now. Because, you know, I want what's the best for you, man. You're like my little
So you can meet him and start looking for love. And he was like, yo, what? And I was feeling the same way. I'm like, what? Like, how we going, you know, how we going to poise this? But after that, we meet a friend of his. He has several, like, close friends that are a part of the show as well. And then the contestant. So the first friend we meet is V-Sky. And at first, I thought she was a contestant. I was like, you know, she's, you know, very beautiful. And they presented her in such a way. I was like, okay, maybe she's a contestant. But then she talks about how she's excited for him to find love and see what, you know, the girls bring to the table. And I was like, okay, so cool. The next thing we see, though, is a mixer. You know, they're having this big mixer and they're bringing all the contestants in, but then there are some regular people in there and some of his friends. And the first friend we meet, his first, like, actual friend is Chewy.
My boy Chewy. I said, hey, bro, come in this party, check out these ladies, and see if you can get one of them to fold. Just like clockwork.
Oh.
Folded.
Damn. And immediately this one girl just folds and she just does the unthinkable, just, you know, on some reckless shit. The next friend we meet is a girl named C. Nicole. Beautiful woman, super intelligent, super, like, best friend to him. And her first interaction is with a contestant whose name ended up being Slim.
C. Nicole is my homegirl who's hosted a couple of my events. Coley Cole, she's from Florida. I done met C. Nicole's parents. I've known her for years.
And Slim was mad, out of pocket, super disrespectful, just thought highly of herself. And when asked what she does, you know, I do a lot. But what do you do? You know what I mean? And that was my thought too. Me and C. Nicole almost said the same thing, like, what do you do?
Hi.
Hi.
I don't think I got a chance to meet you. What's your name?
Kratisha.
Katisha. Cool, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
You here for C's?
Yes.
Okay, so who are you? What do you do?
I do a lot.
Okay.
A lot of what?
as in what?
Why am I talking to you? Why am I answering you?
Oh.
I asked you a question.
I don't care.
And I'm his
what
homegirl.
I don't care.
Oh,
What do you
damn.
want? Are you fucking him?
Oh.
Am I fucking him?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm the reason you about to get eliminated.
Oh,
Shit.
you want to eliminate me?
Definitely.
No, I don't think so.
And you know, they kind of get into it, and once they get done, it dispels. You know, we meet more of the contestants are coming in, and, you know, he's meeting them, giving them roses, and, you know, doing the things that you saw in all those shows. Super reminiscent, super nostalgic, all of the things. And then all of a sudden, we meet another friend named Isis. And I'm looking at Isis, I'm like, damn, she bad, one. And then two, this is the kind of girl you probably should go for.
Isis, that's my homegirl.
My name is Isis.
Again, why do he have all his homegirls could easily be somebody that he chooses to be with. I know they're his homegirls, so he probably not looking at them like that, but, like, Why they look better than the contestants? I'm just being real. And then they, they threw a little something else in there about him and Isis, and I was like, oh, okay. So make sure y'all watch it, check it out for those details. And then, they're having drinks, and they're mingling with the girls again. And before we know it, see Nicole and Lil Slim, they have a little moment again.
What's up, baby?
So,
talk to her, see Nicole.
I don't know that I want to.
There you go.
I don't know who was listening earlier, but I'm already in the industry.
What do you do?
Okay, don't like. Okay.
Wait, I had a
First of
moment.
all, put your hand down when you speak to me.
I had a moment.
Talk to me with respect.
And then we meet this character Dory from Alabama. Shout out to her. Alabama is where I'm from as well. And she talks about how she just got out of a relationship, and see Nicole brings it to Caesar's attention that it hadn't been that long. So they ask her how long, and she's like 3 weeks. And I'm like, girl.
Yeah, we gotta let him get to know you a little bit more because there's some things about you that he definitely needs to know.
Oh,
Like what? I need to teach
We're
it.
gonna get to that.
I feel like I'm ready for love.
Okay, so I'm gonna just jump right into it. So, when was your recent relationship?
3 weeks ago. I know, it's not bad, right?
Interesting, Caesar.
3 weeks. Like, it just, I'm like, you got to do better than that. And she also talked about in the beginning how, the relationship ended kind of volatile. She wanted to beat people up. And I was like, okay, cool. Whatever. That's definitely an Alabama response to some shit. That's how it would respond to. But you got to watch her section before this to know exactly what happened. So make sure y'all check it out. And then we move into a naming ceremony, similar to what we saw on a lot of other shows. And he gives them names like friend, real name, surprise, body.
The name that Caesar gave you was Ready, and I love that name because I'm ready for everything. I'm ready for him to be my man.
I'm gonna call you Surprise.
I guess Surprise was a good name because I'm full of surprises and I'm going to surprise him.
I'm gonna call you Friend.
To start off as neutral friends. Friends help build each other and grow. Let's make it more than that.
I remember your real name.
So Caesar gave me real name because he remembers me. I mean, who wouldn't remember me?
Real
of
name?
course. He gave me the name Slim, but I'm a little slim, thick, whatever.
And a few other ones. Another one that was interesting to me and it took me back for a minute. I was like, what is he saying? Was Irie. And I was like, Irie. And then they explained it and I was like, okay, I get it, but
whatever. Call it what you want.
When Ari walked up, what's up, mamas?
Nothing, man.
Mike was like, Ari. That's your name.
What?
Ari. Like, yeah, Ari.
Caesar gave me the name Body.
Nigga, what?
I fuck with that name a lot.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a lot. We get to the next section. It's eliminations time. And in my mind, I'm like, send Slim home because she problematic as fuck already. So then they cut to all of them standing in like a U for them to do the elimination, and it's Caesar with Karatova, Chewy, Isis, and C. Nicole. And C. Nicole, Caesar asked all of them, he's like, y'all happy to be in my crib or something like that. And the response he got was hella lackluster. So C. Nicole was like, wait a minute, y'all here to see my man? Y'all supposed to be excited? Are y'all happy to be here with my friend?
Elimination, ladies. We had a good time, right? I had a lot to think about because it had been a long day. I fuck with all y'all. Y'all fuck with me?
Yeah, I'm not loud enough. Do you fuck with my boy or not?
And she mentioned one other person, and then she looked at Slim and she called her Dusty, and was pretending like she didn't know her name.
And then Crispy, excuse me, what's your name again?
So when it cut to the actual elimination ceremony and like she started talking to Slim, I immediately noticed something. I was like, wait a minute, why? This girl got her shoes off.
What's your name again?
She got the shoes off. Hold on.
I did not.
Why shoes off? Why shoes off? She like she ready for a fight. Ain't nobody else got their shoes off. What you doing? You might not want to do that. You gonna fuck up. Why are your shoes off at the elimination ceremony and everybody else got their heels on? Yours off. So you came into it looking for a problem, just ready to go. And before long, we get a little bit of an altercation. And everything was, a typical altercation. Everybody's trying to break it up. Security's coming in and like the friends are trying to, dispel it. But then I'm looking at Caesar a little sideways because he sent the friend, see Nicole, away from the ceremony. And let the new girl sit up there at his place. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Some side-eyeing it. And Chewy was like, yo, the energy is this disrespectful. It's ridiculous. And before long, we look up and he begins to kind of go through the elimination process. So he, you know, is telling which ones are staying. He picks the girls, and we get down to the last two, and it is Surprise and Slim. And I wasn't thinking out in my head. I was like, I forgot that they said it was going to be two going home and not just one. So I'm like, oh damn, he didn't already, he gonna send one of them home. So he brings Slim up and he's talking to her, and the whole time he's talking to her, she just looked like she is off something strong as fuck. It had, I don't know what kind of liquor she had. It was a whole lot of liquor, but she said she didn't smoke. She just said she drank. So eyes just gone, words are slurring, and you know, she's doing her last little minute attempt to try and stay, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to pack it up, bye, peace. And then you know, he gave Six kind of the same, or Surprise, her name was Surprise, but he gave her the same spiel, like, yo, you gotta go, bye. And you know, we're thinking we're done, all is good. Karatova comes in, she talks to him about how it's a crazy day, and out of nowhere she says, well, there's one other girl that should have been in the mix the entire time. And like immediately I'm like, oh, wait a minute, which friend is it? Because to me, all the friends are the kind of women that he should be going for. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing so far. And so she brings out V Sky.
I really think you should give my girl V Sky a chance.
I'm bisexual. I'm definitely a smoker. I'm a social drinker. I don't drink too much. But I turn up every once in a while.
You mean my girl V Sky?
My girl V Sky.
That's a good plot twist right there. And V Sky is now an actual contestant. So, you know, the way they poised it and set it up at the beginning was like, okay, yeah, she's going to be a contestant. And then they pulled it away. And then at the end, she wound up being a contestant. And for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, because it should have just been there from the beginning. But yeah, super good show, hella organic in the way it's filmed, in the way it's produced, in the way it's set up. And I think that's what makes it so different, because at first you'll see it and you're thinking, okay, it's gonna be like the other shows that are out there now where everybody's just fighting and doing too much, and then it's like, nah, this is actually like back in the day where they just turn the camera on and let people be. And it's actually pretty cool to see that, you know, get that same real, authentic and organic feeling. Plus Ceasar seems like a really, really cool guy that really wants to find love. He's willing to settle down, and the contestants are hella down to earth. They're very real people. Nobody seems to be fake or trying to be out on no acting shit. Like, it's just a really good show. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. I'll link it below. But yeah, otherwise it's super dope. I'll see y'all in the next reaction video. Peace.